Hey everyone, it's Chef Mark and I'm at Appliance Factory Fine Lines with a challenge from the editor of Colorado's Best Kitchens magazine. She gave me a recipe and told me to get down here and test out the Monogram Hearth oven. Let's make some pizzas. So I'm armed with my recipes and my paddles. Let's get cooking. This will fit into any standard 30-inch oven cavity. Well, pizza always starts with pizza dough, so I like to use all-purpose flour. A lot of recipes might call for 00 flour, which is very nice, but hard to get and can be expensive. A little salt, and I like active dry yeast. And what I like about active dry yeast is that you don't need to bloom the yeast separately. You can go straight into the dry ingredients. You can go in with some room temperature water. We're going to add a little bit of cooking oil. Just a light cooking oil is great. Extra virgin olive oil I find can be a little bit too thick for this particular recipe. And then I just eye this out. Now keep in mind, this is very important when you're making pizza dough, that if it looks a little bit on the dry side, as you're kneading, you're stretching out the hydration, you're getting the flour to distribute more evenly. So it will keep getting more and more wet as you're working. There we go. Okay. Nice. So kneading is pretty simple here. It's push, turn, fold, push, turn, fold. Once I'm done kneading here, I want to let this rest at least 2 hours, but overnight in a Ziploc bag out on the counter is great as well. Make a little ball, cover either plastic wrap or a Ziploc bag, and we're ready for dinner. Okay, that's my recipe for pizza dough. Super easy to make. I'll link the recipe in the description below. Now, let's see what the editor sent me here, what ingredients to make. Can you see this? Can you see this? Hawaiian pizza? That's not real pizza. Hawaiian pizza is not real pizza. I'm a New Yorker, for crying out loud. Hawaiian pizza is Canadian, but pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I'll change my attitude right away. If I'm gonna have to use pineapple, might as well use fresh pineapple. All right. Peel our pineapple. Now, the traditional recipe calls for Hawaiian brand canned pineapple. I think I'll do really nice thin slices. What else do we need? Well, you can use either ham or Canadian bacon or bacon. I prefer ham, so good thing that's what we got. And then finally, we're gonna need some red onion and cheese, mozzarella cheese. When asked what I use for pizza sauce, I told her I keep it very simple. A little red gold tomato sauce for a more rustic style and traditional flavor. A little tomato sauce and a little salt, I find, always does the trick. Your dough's been sitting, you're ready to go. You got all your mise en place ready. And I find that one batch of dough can make up to 4 pizzas. I'm gonna make a medium-sized pizza. That feels about right. And for rolling, I like a nice tapered rolling pin here. Always start in the middle, work your way out. That's looking pretty good. Onto my peel. And you'll notice I use the back of my hands so that I don't push my fingers through the dough. Okay, a little cornmeal helps set the crust. And then this is called a docker. And what this does is it just releases some of the gas as it's in the oven and baking. and keeps the bubbles from pushing the ingredients off. Okay. Tomato sauce. And when I have worked in pizzerias, we have everything down to the ladle size, so. And then finally, just a little extra cheese on top. Anytime you're making a pizza, that helps kind of get everything to melt into itself. Finally, shake test before you go into the oven. Ensure that it's shaking before you go into your oven, pizza stone, or grill. Because if you go to slide it and sticks and all the ingredients slide off, now you got a mess on your hands and you almost have to start over. You know what? Let's go to the oven. Okay, in we go. Perfect. This is going to give us that real pizzeria quality pizza because we have such high heat. We're cooking directly on the stone. We have great heat radiating from above and below. In fact, it's only been a few moments, I can already see the dough starting to bubble and rise. That's really exciting. How do you know when your pizza's ready to turn? Well, simple. The back edge will start to cook. Come in, give it a twist. There we are, we're about halfway cooked. Okay, and guess what? The pizza's almost ready. Let's do a quick check. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go another 30 seconds. Let's see how quickly that cooks in a hot oven. It's gonna cook about 70% of the way when you put it in that direction, and then when you spin it, it's nearly done. I gotta admit, that is a good looking pizza pie. All right, I'm gonna cut myself a small wedge. You know, I've never had Hawaiian pizza. So how do I know if I really don't like it? Well, I don't know, but let's find out right now. I gotta tell you, it's pretty delicious. And that's not just because I made it. It's changed my opinion. Would I call this pizza? No, I think Hawaiian pizza is its own thing. And if I think of it that way, I think I can enjoy it. Well, this has been a valuable lesson for me. I hope you learned something as well. This is Chef Mark with Colorado's Best Kitchens. Thanks for tuning in.